Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. I'm back again with another Planet Crafter, and this time I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit more boring than normal, and I'll explain to you exactly why it's happening right now. So one of the big things with the ore extractors is they do help with terraformation, and I need a lot more resources in order to progress further. I have one more nuclear fusion generator, and that's about it for me. However, in terms of actual resources that I require, right now I am severely deficient on super alloy and super alloy rods. I need them to be able to create the auto crafter to get ready for the water filter that's going to come up really soon. That's going to give me even more livability. The teleporter needs pulsar quartz, which is a much later generation, so I need to improve everything around here. And as you can see, just around this period over here is a tree spreader, then osmium rod, which is required for the T3 extractor if I remember correctly, fusion cells, this is required to open out the secret rooms in all of the locations. The drone station makes everything a lot faster. Oh, there's high quality food open. The aquarium for fish life, mutagen 3, and as you can see, these are the end of level items. Now they are ridiculously expensive when you come to think of it, and right now I need to get cracking to open up more stuff. So yeah, one moment. Somewhere where I can craft the high package food. No, I can't make it. It can only be made in the autocraft. I did not know that. Now, as a result of what I'm planning to do, I'm already gathering up a whole lot of resources, and this is actually needed for the first part. Each one of these is actually to expand my super alloy when I finally get it. So yeah, here we go. There's 5. If I have an aluminium, yeah, I might be able to produce one super alloy. What do I mean? I'm going after this right now. Yeah, I need 3 osmium, 1 super alloy. This is all that goes into just one of those. Five and 3 is 8. Yeah, I just need 1 aluminium. If I can get that there, I can move around with a uranium with one more package to set up. And right now what I'm really lacking on is the ability to keep up the production of super alloy. So with an additional 1400 watts of power and 160 required for each extractor T2, I might just put up more extractor T2s for super alloy, iridium, and I might do 1 or 2 of the others, but that's just about it. That's all that I can do for now. I can't go crazy and just overexert every single resource. I already knew that this was near full, so I did make 1 or 2 slight mistakes. And I didn't know that I needed more pain. The reason why I do this whole double storage at every one of these locations is it's mainly meant for storing up and getting things ready. Later on, I'm going to end up using every single resource so quickly that all of the storage is going to look like they were jokes. The moment the drones come in, it's going to be over for the resources. It'll be like 5 or 6 minutes, all of the resources will be transported and everything will be empty. Even the boxes which are filling up will be empty, and I won't even need the transfer boxes on them. So yeah, that's just one of the things, and that's all in T3. So T3 extractors are ridiculous because of how much they pull out from the ground. And right now I'm only at 6.37 GTI, and that GTI is going to start to increase quite rapidly when the T4, not T4, sorry, the T5 drills and heaters show up, because that's another source of generation on another level. It takes me up to about 35,000 megawatts of generation, but yeah, that's where I'm going to need to be. I think I need to build something like 40 of the higher level power generation. Where are the ore extractors? Yeah, even with their current feet, they aren't enough to make up for what I'm about to do to them. One, two, three. That's all that's going back in. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't have infinite supplies, so yeah, that's just how it has to be. Let's organize it. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, perfect. Should eat before I go out, so yeah, 1 bean, quick drink of water, and that 1.6 oxygen, that just makes my ability to travel way further than it used to be. Now you might be wondering why I'm just dumping that nitrogen. Right now I have an excess amount of nitrogen. All my plants are as far out as I can go. I don't have enough golden flowers. That's because they're all locked behind the doors at the later stages. So yeah, that's just about it. I haven't taken excess water with me. I haven't taken any excess on many of the other resources. That's because even that base which is being set up on that side isn't complete. There's going to be a single passageway up without the teleporter that's going to lead me up into the base, and once I finally reach my level for the base, I'm going to use a 4-piece compartment to start off the production of it. And obviously that's going to be another crazy build, so yeah, I have to really think about how big I'm making it. So a 4x2 means that everything will fit into the size of those bulbs, because they're 2x2, so 5 of them in each direction, and I won't have any excess. That's the whole idea behind how I'm building that upper section. So it should be quite large. It's going to actually overarch the entire foundation that I put at the bottom. The bottom foundation is just meant there for basic resource gathering. It's going to be at the bottom. It's going to gather iron, titanium, silicone, magnesium, and cobalt. So yeah, that's the whole idea behind this plant. It's similar to my other base which you saw in the starting of the series, and that's on my first playthrough. The one there is way higher than this here, and the rates are about to start going crazy the moment I actually plant in everything on these sides. These ore extractors are actually helping the terraformation index indirectly, and later on when the big items show up, they just sky the terraforming index. Right now you can see the GTI moving up slowly. The moment a T5 is placed on, it's like I've doubled out my performance in an instant. I can see this place is still very empty. And let's put this fusion generator immediately. And with that, my power is now most probably through the roof. I should be grabbing every rare and uncommon lava that I see, but I don't have a purpose for it right now. I'm just being a bit lazy with it. Okay, oxygen is almost full. The uranium cave at the bottom, I don't really have a purpose for uranium rods at this exact second. There will be a purpose later, and I do know that my auto crafters take up 2 floors of the 10x10, so yeah, that's going to be another nightmare to set up, because I already know how much power they consume as well. That there already takes up another let's see, 143 per. So they take up about 2 altogether when it comes to those fusion power cells. So 2 just for that there. Then all of my extractors, when they come to T3, if I'm correct, they take up about 60% of my power generation. So things just get crazier and crazier. I should be heading on to the third cave, but without there being unlimited oxygen, I don't want to run around with oxygen in my my carry space. So yeah, I'm being a bit lazy on that in that sense. As far as I know, this is the maximum pulsar COTS I can have for the stage in the game, so I am pretty much exactly where I can be. There's not even enough external resources for me to take to go and do something at my base right now. So yeah, that's just one. Now I do need more aluminium, so I might go all the way to the aluminium mine and return to the base. Even though I'm halfway down on oxygen, the 1.6 oxygen per second really is offsetting that distance. Previously it was to that base and back and I'd be out of oxygen. Now I must probably have just about enough to go into the aluminium field, grab some aluminium, come back to the base, set up another 2 super alloy, and then I can go into the uranium cave, do the exact same thing to the uranium because I'm going to need more uranium. Then I'm going to have to empty out its storage and basically keep running through this process over and over again for a few hours. I know that seems like a lot of easy things to do, but you can see the pace at which you move. It's not super fast. The grind is a bit... That is exactly what I want for Terraformation Index. And it's not outside of my range of expenses. So yeah, I might arrange that as well while I'm at it now. So yeah, more things to add to my conditions, and that's 2 to every single section up top. So there's going to be 1 on every one of these breakout points. So I am about to start doing some crazy stuff. I didn't expect the butterfly dome to open right now. I expected it to be a little bit later. But the reason why that is so important is once the butterfly domes come into play, that's mutagen and fertilizer T2. I'm going to be using a ton of it. It is really odd. I'm receiving a glitch that I know about, and I know how to fix it. But that shouldn't have happened. I don't understand why it did. the water level is rising. This is the first time it's been so weird. Normally, immediately once you do that, it starts to grow properly and you see growth on the water, but I don't know what's going on here. I might have to relog. That's more than enough. Taking 5 of them to the base means I can make 5 super alloy rods, and that means I can make 5 of those extractors. There's going to be 1 needed there, 1 needed at the osmium shaft. Even though the osmium shaft is producing more osmium than I currently require, I know that for the later stage I'm definitely going to need more osmium. Something is moving up the rate at which I'm growing my terraformation index, and generally when things startle me I do go a little bit silent, and with that whole growth stoppage story I was startled. That's how come I am so silent. I don't know what's going on. I don't think I have enough to even make 2. Kidding me, 1 butterfly dome. No way, T2, T1. Tree bark and a zeolite. I actually have everything for it, yeah. That is a shocker. I can only build 1 regardlessly, so. It's so fortunate that they're right next to each other, so I don't even have to really stress too much about it. Even though my current expansion is for 10 more items to be added to the entire facility, it doesn't really hurt me to have another one added on here. That is pretty easy to fix right now. Just need 2 iron, 1 titanium. Really disappointing to have it moved out even one more bracket. So the shapes were slightly altered for some type of compatibility issue. I don't know what exactly is going on, but I do know that they improve the number of insects, so my biomass is going sky. 1, 2. Let's just organize this here. I do need all of this. There is one other thing that needs to be moved with this entire expansion that I already know about from before I even put it up, and that is the biolab below it. The moment this goes in, I'll know exactly where that cutoff point is. It's kind of ironic that it's going to be in between these two. I did intend to put more of them up because that builds up the oxygen per part per million, and that means that I can stay outside for longer and longer periods without much problems. I've actually made that mistake that I was about to make there so many times before. I've actually deconstructed the staircases while I've been climbing up. Now the biolab will be moved depending on how it syncs up over here. Why won't you join on? Oh, we join on perfectly. Now I have enough to just put in the next butterfly lab and that compartment. I really love my symmetry when it comes to building things, so I put extra bio labs in general. Yeah, this is perfect. Absolutely 100% perfect. And you put 2 butterflies in there and you end up with butterflies coming out. Fantastic. Rare lava and a fertilizer T1. Yeah. Oh, I was short on a material I didn't even know I was short on. So this is the annoying part of grinding in the game. It may seem like it's very annoying, but once everything is set up, if you know how to set yourself up, you can just sit quietly in one place and everything will move out according to plan. You don't even have to really move too much. So right now, because I need a lot of iridium and super alloy, they are going to be some of my priorities. Since this is a direct one-to-one craft, I'm not really so worried about it. Where is this? Exactly what I wanted to be crafting. Sulfur is also quite important, and later down the line, not right now, this year will be in a 3-part construction, not just 2. Oh, a lot of sulfur. Osmium is important as well, but right now it isn't critical. It's critical at a little bit of a later stage. That is just perfect. There is 5. I can do 5 more of these constructions effortlessly. I already know that I need that much to actually get back to base, so I'm just gonna go back to base and head out to the super alloy cave where the third of the basic constructions will go in, and then this iridium cave is the place where the next big construction is gonna come up. So that way it's gonna be 3 feeding into two containers, and those 2 containers are gonna be used for development at other locations. So yeah, that's how I'm going to move along. I actually expected my oxygen to start increasing really soon, but nothing to count on. Oh, there's it. That has started to spread again. One pulsar quartz left. So yeah, that's just gonna be about it. I'm not gonna carry you all along for every single second of this video. Obviously that would be ridiculous after this point. I've showed you what needs to be shown, and now what I need to do is actually improve the entire area. That's not going to be a small task. It's actually going to take me some time. I'm gonna need a whole lot more in terms of fertilizer. I'm gonna need other materials, and as you can see, this one is ready for yet another deployment, and I can do another extraction as well. So yeah, things are heating up, reaching critical points in the plan for terraformation. Looking at everything, let's see what my pressure buildup is looking like. I'm expecting it to go up by another 1,000. Temperature is up 231. I'm at 60.75 on that, so yeah, it's not so bad. Looking at this, did I unlock anything here? No, I haven't unlocked anything in those categories as yet. Over here I have unlocked. I unlocked the food. I unlocked nothing else too big. This is in kilotons. This here is going to boost up my my production by crazy figures. 20 is at 100%. If I put in the special butterflies, or if I manage to make the top tier butterflies, I'm looking at about 600-700 per second, because these are 1300%, and that is a very fast way to expand across the surface. And then later you get these little butterfly ponds that you set up, and they change that entire situation. Okay, so yeah, that was about it. Catch you all in the next one. Have a good day.